Hey, what's going on, guys? Jeff made Tech, and let's get into some tech news. But also, my computer might be the screen might be turned on and off because it's doing driver updates to the graphics card. So just in case you see that flashing on and off, that's why it is. But now let's get in. AMD has finally launched their support for NVMe RAID on the X399 platform, but it was a week later than they anticipated. Now all RAIDs 0, 1, and 10 will be supported by the platform, available with up to 10 NVMe SSDs. But you might want to make sure that your motherboard's firmware is up to date first before you go and set it all up. So this is pretty neat, but you would think AMD would have had it when they rolled out with all of this. Ryzen and the graphics card and all of this. But it is what it is, but at least now we got it for NVMe, and it's actually a smart idea if you're getting NVMe drives, because those are nice drives and they can be expensive. So you might want to make sure they stay safe with all of your other stuff. So Microsoft finally knows no one was using Groove Music on Windows. So they partnered with Spotify. No surprise, they're a big platform for music. But anyways, to make it easier for Groove Music subscribers to move their playlists to a bigger platform. The full service is shutting down by September 31st. So if you're one of the few that use Groove, you might want to hurry up and switch over to Spotify. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Spotify. I've tried using it a couple of times, just couldn't use it. It's just not my type. I just like to download it and get it onto my music app. But everybody has their own opinion. Sony has announced a new and improved PlayStation VR headset with a more streamlined design to hide cables better and support for HDR pass-through. So you don't have to disconnect the processing box to enjoy HDR compatible content. Now, let's be honest, how much people are actually playing VR? Okay, the average PS4 and up consumers using VRs, because the average consumer probably can't afford a VR, no offense, but they can get pretty expensive, especially for PlayStation and all of those other ones. But like phone VRs, you can just find some cheap ones. But I'm sure you can find some like off-brands for the PS4, but I'm pretty sure you'd want the actual PlayStation one. It would just make more sense. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Do you guys download a lot of free games off of Steam and just play them even if they're from a few years ago? Well, now one's shutting down, so you might want to see if you play this one to know if they're shutting down this game or not. A PC mech combat game, Hawken, is shutting down this game. It has been free on Steam since 2014. The console versions will keep going though, but it launched on the console just a year ago. So, I mean, I'm surprised they're not dropping it for console too. Maybe this console is more popular, even though there's a lot more PC gamers nowadays. Like, I feel like PC gaming is just going up and up. Like, I watched statistics on for my Glass Tech Tips, and he said they're even going up. According to The Verge, Google is starting to be running out of stock of the new Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL. The situation at the Google store is there are only two phones still in stock, which is the regular Pixel 2 in black with the 64GB and 128GB model of the black Pixel 2. It will take 5 to 6 weeks for a white 64GB Pixel 2, 2 to 3 weeks for a Pixel 2 with 128GB, and 6 to 7 weeks for a 64GB blue Pixel 2. There appears to be no 128GB blue Pixel. For the Pixel 2 XL, it will take 2 to 3 weeks for both the 64GB and the 128GB models of the black Pixel 2 XL, and they are out of stock of both models of the white, and there is a waiting list already for it. There is an option though. Verizon is selling Pixel 2 and 2 XL, and all models of the Pixel 2 are stocked currently for October 19th delivery. Both capacities of the Pixel XL and the same week to October 25th, and both capacities with the Pixel 2 XL white version are pushed to November 1st. The very first Pixel had this problem too, so I mean, I feel like Apple's going to be having this problem too. What do you guys think about this? Comment down below. Apparently, Google had to remove the headphone jack to fit with the rest of the smartphone market. The phone at least comes with a 3.5mm to USB-C headphone adapter in the box. But if something happens to it and you have to get a new one, it's charging $20 just for a dang dongle, guys. At least Apple is only costing $9 for their replacement Lightning to 3.5mm dongle. That's less than what half of Google is selling theirs for. If it would be like to charge your phone and listen to music at the same time, there's is only one option on the Google Store is a third-party Moshi dongle that offers 3.5mm headphone jack and a USB Type-C port for $44.95 US dollars. So, oh my goodness. This dongle life, I feel like, here's what they're doing. They're trying to make you spend more money in Google. So how long is it going to take for them to do what they did to Microsoft like a decade ago? What do you guys think of that? And you guys know what I mean by what happened to Microsoft a decade ago? It's like they got too much of the market share, so the government came and told them that they had to quit, and so then Microsoft developed, like now they have their own headquarters for each thing for like software, hardware, and all that. Like Office has their own headquarters for it. So, you guys think that'll happen to Google? Because they're getting pretty big. Comment down below on that too. Here's some specs about the Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL. The new Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL will both come with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor, 4GB of RAM, 64 or 120 gigabytes of storage, a 12.2 rear camera, 8 megapixel selfie camera. The rear camera can record up to 1080p, 1080p at 30, 60, or 120 FPS for the rear camera. You can use squeezable sides to open up Google Assistant very quickly. It has a USB Type-C, but unfortunately because of the metal back, there's still no wireless charging. Gosh dang it. Google, aren't you supposed to be in the game? Aren't you supposed to have wireless charging by now? But anyways, USB, okay, it had to fit in with the rest of the smartphone company, of course, like I said earlier. And now, oh my goodness, they removed the headphone jack. But at least they both have the new Bluetooth 5.0. The Pixel 2 will come equipped with a 3,520 mAh battery. That's pretty big for a smartphone nowadays, for that small. A 6-inch screen with a resolution of 2080 by 1440p OLED display. The regular Pixel 2 will have a 2700 mAh battery, a 5-inch screen with a 1920 by 1080 OLED display. Both Pixels have a curve to them. I don't know about what you guys think about this. I don't think it looks that good, to be honest. I feel like it should be closer to the edges of the phone. They will be released on October 19th. The regular Pixel 2 with 64 gigabytes of storage will come at a price of $649. The Pixel 2 XL will cost a whopping $849, and you will spend $100 more if you want the extra 120 gigabytes of storage. So, if you want a Pixel 2, it's coming out soon. Better hurry up. Since Google had to rip off the headphone jack like Apple did, and Apple made the AirPods, now Google's going to make their own earbuds. So let's get into this one, because this one is actually kind of interesting. So now Google is making their own wireless earbuds. They're called the Pixel Buds. The circular part of the earbud has some gestures controls. It includes swipes, touches to switch songs, answer phone calls, or even adjust the volume level. If you touch the right earbud, it will activate the built-in Google Assistant. You can use the built-in Google Assistant to get directions, set reminders, or access music and messages. The Pixel Buds should last you around 5 hours on a single charge. They come in white, black, or blue. They will cost $159. The Google online store says the blue and black versions will ship in 6 to 7 weeks, but they list the whites out of stock. They will come with a charging case like the Apple AirPods. The case can power them multiple times with its 620 mAh battery. Anyone with the Marshmallow OS or higher can pair the earbuds by opening up the case through a new feature called Fast Pair. Even though they work with any Bluetooth device, the Pixel still gets a little more favoritism than the rest. Google says their users will be able to activate Google Translate to get real-time translation conversations. It will work with 40 different languages. Wow, that's actually pretty nifty. I mean, now you might not need a translator if you just have these earbuds. But I feel like it would still take a while to have a conversation, but still, maybe translators will end up losing their job and something like this is going to actually end up happening. Since we talked so much about Google today, we just need to talk about Apple some. Let's talk about what's going on with their new Series 3 smartwatch. The new Apple Watch Series 3 had some serious LTE connectivity problems, and the company is now trying to fix it with an OS update. Lauren Good wrote in her review about the watch. It's responsible to expect it to take a minute for the Apple Watch to find LTE after you've walked away from your phone. It's not responsible for this to take many minutes or not work at all. This almost makes me wish there was a way to actually turn off Wi-Fi on the watch so it would just use LTE on default. Instead of immediately connecting to LTE network, when Lauren stepped away from her phone, the watch would join an unauthenticated public Wi-Fi network. Apparently, the bug she discovered didn't have to deal with the LTE at all, but instead it affected the handoff from the Wi-Fi to LTE. At the time Verge wrote the article about it, Apple had sent a statement to Lauren about, and it stated that a future software release would address this problem. Now, would it be a watch? Could it even be a phone update? It could even be a problem with the phone, honestly. They might just need to update the phone watch app. They might need to update the phone and the watch. They might have to just update the watch. There's a lot of things that could be going wrong. So if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, get subscribed down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.